Hello, all my Virgos. Welcome to your timeless love reading. And this video is going to be, of course, about your love adventure over the next 1 to 3 months. And it can vary by individual because this is a general reading. So you'll know the time frame for you as well. So before we jump into this, I always love just to greet the Creator. We thank you for being here with us. We're so grateful for your presence, and we're so grateful for the unconditional love that you have for each and every single one of us. And we also welcome that host of amazing beings of unconditional love and light, all our angels and our guides and our loved ones on the other side, and just that whole slew of individuals. We welcome and thank you for being here as well. What we're going to do, so the format, we're going to start off by looking at the pain of the past, what the Creator wants us to know about the pain of our past in regards to our self-love and our love of others, because we're only able to love others to the extent of how much we love ourselves, and we're only able to receive love to the extent of how much we love ourselves. So if the hole's very small, that flow out and in is going to be very, very small. And so we clear the clogs in there by going through this love adventure. We understand those things that are clogging it, and we're able to transform and move those things out to where we have that greater flow of energy. Not only are we having this deep love for ourselves, we're able to express that to others and receive love from the outside as well. So we're going to look. These are the archetype cards by Carolyn Miss. And we're going to use these first just to get an idea of what the Creator wants us to know about the pain of the past for our beautiful, lovely Virgos. All right, Creator, what would you like Virgos to know about the pain of their past, please? Okay. And you got the Goddess. And we're going to look at the shadow attributes of this, which is exploitation of the female nature and form. So, this definitely... if you're, masculine or a man, a male, and that's how you look at yourself, just know that this also has to do with the exploitation just of the male nature and form as well. Because there's this, the energy I'm getting from this is about how so much was emphasized about, you being female or you being male, these stereotypes, these social parameters, the social pressure to be a certain way. This is how females are supposed to look, act, and what they're supposed to do with their lives. Or this is how a man is supposed to act, be or look like as well. And there's this great pressure on trying to live up to those, stereotypes. And there was individuals that were specifically putting the pressure on you that, and it could be one, it could be, several of that you feared letting down, or that they shared with you how you were disappointing. I know that that is one of our greatest fears, that for every human is to be rejected and not be enough and not be worthy. But for you, this is the big shadow for you that the Creator wants you to know about right now, is that, these individuals and these interactions that made you feel that way, that you were a disappointment and that you weren't, meeting the bar of what is necessary to be acceptable. We're also going to pull some cards here from the Love Oracle cards, just to get some more clarification on this as well. So just take a quick sip of coffee here. Allergy season is afoot. I love all the beautiful flowers and bushes, just my sinuses. Have a little bit of a challenge with them. All right, Creator, what else would you like our Virgos to know about the pain of their past, about this exploitation of their definition? Or just about the pain of their past in general. Okay. Put that one first and then that one. Okay. And then any others? I feel like there's going to be one more at least. Okay. So I got separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. This separation, I feel, is more about you felt that separation from, it's almost like the abandonment. You felt separate. You never felt part of the group, part of the crowd that was acceptable. You always had this feeling inside, even no matter how you portrayed yourself on the inside, you felt you were never quite enough to fit in. And even though you were able to get into groups and people allowed you, in your mind allowed you to be involved with them, both personally and group wise, you just felt like they were settling, letting you in that, I don't deserve to be here, but they still let me be here. Because there's that kind of, feeling in there. The heart with the key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. And so it felt like with this situation here, you did feel locked out. Like there was, I see a picture like a little child locked outside of the gate, looking in, watching everyone else play, and you were looking for the key to unlock that gate so you could be there. And so, like, there's been this endless search for the key, but it's always been unlocked. And so the gate was always unlocked. The chain wasn't really wrapped up. It just appeared to you that you were locked out. But really, the gate, all you had to do was pull it and open up and walk through it. So I love this transformation that's happening, because this is the realization that you're going to be able to see that it was always unlocked. And you were always part of everything, even though your perception was different. Then you have coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So yeah, that old you, the old unacceptable you that you have this attachment with from your past, you get to let go. You get to have a little ceremony and say, rest in peace now. You're going to find the peace. You're going to have this transition, this transformation. This is like the death card in the tarot, which is death and rebirth. So you're going to be able to look past this old situation here and just know that you get to move on. You get to move on past it. You get to see it for what it really is. And I love that for you, where we're going with this. Next, we're going to pull an oracle card here to look at what your current energy is, or what the creator wants you to know about your current energy. And for that, we're going to use this oracle of the 7 energies from Colette Baron-Reid. And to see what the creator wants all of our Virgos to know about their current energy. All right, creator. Our beautiful Virgos, what would you like them to know? One of the things that they wanted to bring up to me is I have, a few Virgos in my life and some very special ones. And when you look into the Virgo astrology and the house that they're in and all that kind of stuff, it's all about their physical body. And so, it's about the food you grow, how you prepare it, how you eat it, how you digest it, and about your life, your physical form. So it's very interesting that this come out about it's talking about the exploitation of the female nature and form. So I just thought I'd mention that too. So if you're a Virgo sun or have Virgo in your chart, look into that because that helps you understand who you are. All right, so I've said that. The creator, what would you like them to know about their current energy? Okay, thank you. So it's the Uncharted Sea, number 46. And 10, of course, is endings and new beginnings, so perfect for this. And just your journey of love. Whoosh, whoosh. So you're going to go into an area of your life that you haven't been before, or new places in the sea, the Uncharted Sea. You've been through the charted sea, so you're going to go into some uncharted area of the sea. And the energies that come with this card are about stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark and letting curiosity lead, and then the faith that all will be well. It says your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Like the archetypal hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. This is stirring. Adventure is calling. The love adventure is calling. You may want to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Before I continue with that too, because this is I really feel this energy of all these demands or expectations or these things that were put on you. You did such a brilliant job, as Virgos do, at meeting and trying to live up to those things, even if you came close to exhaustion, to death. You would go to such extremes to meet all that stuff. And you did, and it became a comfort zone. At least I know that all this energy I'm investing in this and exhausting myself with, that at least I know it's getting me this little piece of acceptance, this little piece of love. But this Uncharted Sea is about leaving that comfort zone, and the adventure is totally going to be worth it. It goes on to say, navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who've gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a pathmaker, a magical cartographer who draws your map with your own life force as the ink. This is the day to dive into a novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what the sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious, without the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. So perfect, perfect. I love that. And we'll get clarification on this too from this cute little deck. It's the Everyday Tarot deck. So they're little tiny cards. And get some clarification, validation, or new information regarding your current energies. So what the Creator wants you to know here. All right, Creator, what else do you want Virgos to know about their current energy, please? Okay. My goodness. So you've got 5 cards here. That is a lot more than normal, but we're going to hit it. So Queen of Swords, I love this because this is about, the swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentality. The Queen has not quite mastered it, because that would be the King of Swords, but you're in the process of being open. You still have some defensive walls up, but you're open. She has the open hand. You're allowing to receive new thoughts. And so she also, because of the feminine energy, she's bringing in the heart in that too. So you're going to go through this balancing kind of situation with this, and balancing your beliefs with your heart as well. And you got the Fool, which this is like for me, is your soul. You bring along your animal nature along with you on this journey. This is when you're stepping off from like the heavens down into the earth to experience what you want to experience there. You have everything you need in that knapsack there. The Magician's the first, and that's when the Magician is holding the wand, and everything that's within here is all the elements, all the swords and the, cups and wands and pentacles. You have everything you need in there. And so this is just saying that you chose this journey for a reason. You're more than your body. This is just a physical rental car that you drive around in while you're here, and to experience life. This is just the character that you're playing, but you have a higher self, the actor behind the character, which is this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And then you have the Empress, so she's pregnant and she's ready to create, and it's about nature, and it's about allowing things to unfold. In the process of our journey here, this is getting out in nature, seeing how everything has a purpose, everything has a season, how things can just be, like a tree or a stream just flows. You can learn so much from observing nature, but she is about newness, about creation, about new birth. So I love that for you, because then right after that is the Death card. So you've got the confirmation of death and rebirth here. So it's totally expected that you're going to have some things that are going to end, that no longer serve you, that are no longer serving your journey and your adventure here, and you're ready for your next steps to go into. Oh, and I love it. So you have the Queen of Swords, and then you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is the emotions, where the Queen of Swords is about your thoughts and beliefs. Your Queen of Cups is all about digging deep, going into your emotions, into your subconscious. She's related to the priestess who connects to your higher self, like the soul we talked about, but connecting to the higher realms and understanding those programs that are running in the subconscious that you don't realize, So some of this that you experienced, our brain has a choice when it's, there's always the opposites brought to us, right? So we either are going to choose the positive side, and the negative side of it, the shadow side, goes into our subconscious, or we choose the negative and the positive goes into our subconscious. So it always is running. It's just a matter of, are we aware of it or not? So that's kind of the journey that unfolds with that for you. And then the last card to clarify this is the Star. And I love this because when I'm looking at this card here, there of course are a bunch of stars all over it. You can kind of see them all here and up around here. But what does a ship use to guide itself through uncharted waters? It looks to the stars, right? And so I feel that this message for you when you're going into this uncharted sea is, what star are you going to follow? What is your compass? And I really feel the message that is coming from all those cards there is, your North Star, the compass that you follow is about your inner self-love, right? This is what this whole adventure is for. So getting grounded and using the unconditional love of the creator of all things as your North Star to help guide you through these uncharted waters is going to help you avoid running into reefs and crashing. So, with this whole process, having your foundation being that the mother and father of all things, of all creation, our creator, loves you without condition. There's nothing you can do to lose it. You have it. You have 100% of it. There's nothing you can do to gain it because you have it all already. So using that as your North Star will help you with these the uncharted sea here. Next, we're going to be moving into here. We're going to pull a card here from this Path of the Soul Destiny cards. And this is going to be what the creator wants you to know about the choices that are coming up within this 1 to 3 month period for you. What does the creator want you to know about that? All right, Creator, what do you want Virgos to know about their current choices, please? Or the choices coming up within their 1 to 3 month period. Not their current choices. He knows what we were asking. He, she, they. Okay. You got number 7. And I love... Almost looks like a star, doesn't it? We'll see what this card means in this deck here. This is the Bull Guide, B-U-L-L. So the Bull Guide appears to offer you strength as you move through your life. He imparts the teaching and wisdom of standing strong and firm when you need to and not allowing others to cross your personal boundaries. Look at all the situations happening around you at this time. Bull Guide is here to help you be firm wherever and whenever you need to be. He wants to remind you that you are strong and you are deeply supported as you find your way to your own self-empowerment. I love that. So the choice that comes with all this, with this Bull Guide here, is not looking to others to define who you are, and facing this and putting up that boundary, going, you know what? I decide who I am, and other people that are, trying to exploit, like it mentioned, trying to force you to be a certain way, to be a certain person, to do certain things. You get to decide, and this, the bull, he becomes, strong and standing. The author of this, Shirley Harnish, I've seen her talk about, this card, and that, the bull sits. The people respect the bull. They see the bull has its territory, and it will charge you if you make it angry. And but it doesn't have to. It just stands strong in itself because of this essence it carries about itself. And so that's the choice. You can either continue to be, that unstable wavering of all these opinions of everyone, trying to make you be who they think you should be, and it varies by person, or you get to stand up for yourself and just become this solid force to be reckoned with. I love that. We're going to get clarification on this by pulling from this Light Seers Tarot here. And one more time. All right, Creator, what else would you like our Virgos to know about the choices coming up in the next 1 to 3 months? That is the one here. We've got Temperance, which is the balancing. And I love this because it's the balancing between the worlds, right? We've got the physical world, and you've got the spiritual world, the bright sun and the solid earth. So you get to balance. So, I love how we can be a tree that has a lot of roots and not a lot of branches reaching toward the heaven, right? And if we have a lot of root, but we don't have a lot of branches, then we don't get a lot of fruit on the branches. So we experience just the groundingness, but we don't experience a lot of the fruit. The other side is if we're not hardly have any root and we have all branches reaching toward the heaven and have that fruit, then when the storm comes, it falls over because it doesn't have that root and that strong foundation as well. So that balance between having, a lot of root and a lot of branches is this journey and this choice that we have to do. It's like, this is about that, like we talked about reaching to the heavens. That's what this was all about. And you've got all this experience and this earthly experience that we have had. So it's about balancing both. Is the message that we're getting for you in regarding to the choices that are coming up. You won't be perfect in the balance because we're always fluctuating with an ebb and flow, but it doesn't need to be 0 to 100 to 0 to 100. It can be from 60, to 30 or 60 to 40, 40 to 60, going back and forth that way. Not such extremes. We can make it more of a more gentle ebb and flow. And then lastly, the last thing we're going to look at here is what, we dealt with what current energies you're dealing with. This is going to be what future energy you would deal with toward the end of your 1 to 3 month period. Let's see what the Creator wants you to know about that. Creator, what do you want Virgos to know about their future energy, please? Okay. So that one right there. It's jumping out. Yep, Earth Angel, number 54. Even looks like a Virgo. astrological sign kind of thing there. And Earth Angel, of course. We just talked about this balancing between the two, Earth and Angel. So what else can you say to that, right? We'll see what she mentions here in the book. So it says there's like a little saying here first, which I'll read. It says, Earth Angel, you carry the world in your robes and heaven in your hair. You bring me a special gift now, responding to my prayer. Though sometimes I may feel that I am struggling or alone, you come to me now and carry me into your heart. You bring me home. Even from the darkest depths, I rise to meet your light. I cannot be separated from the divine. I cannot be separated from the light. Beautiful. So it says this oracle brings a message of divine guidance. You have an angel with you, watching over you and assisting you in response to your heart's call for help, love, and protection for you and your beloveds. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Keep praying each day from your heart and know you are safely carried on the journey of love. If you've been worrying about a loved one, know that this protection extends to them as well. You're asked to pray more and worry less, allowing love to be. So that energies, you are asked to pray more, communicate with the Creator and the other side, more, worry less, allowing love to be. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then we're going to get, lastly, clarification again from the Light Seers Tarot, just on this, what the Creator would like you to know about the energies that you'll deal with toward the end of this little love adventure, or this piece of your love adventure, because it's always a consistent adventure of love that we're on, ain't it? Right. Creator, what else would you like Virgos to know about their future energy? Okay, any others? Okay, nope, just that one. Yep, the Ten of Swords, and how beautiful is that? So the swords are all the thoughts and the beliefs that we've had, growing up in our life. And usually, like in the standard tarot and some other tarot, there's a picture of a body laying down with all the swords stabbed in its back. They're not dead. They're just have been exhausted to the point where they're ready for that transition. This is 46, 6 and 4 is 10, death and rebirth. This is 10, death and rebirth. So we've got this. I always love doing this with the card. Once those old beliefs and thoughts are gone, look how tranquil they are, walking along the beach, walking toward the sun here into a new light and a new adventure. So beautiful, beautiful confirmation here of this transformation of your thoughts and beliefs into this new area of your life. So just know as you go into all this, that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and I love you too. Have a great adventure into the uncharted sea. Just remember, what is your star? What is your due north? And you will be totally, totally fine. And I always say, you're either going to get through the moment or you're not. In either case, you will be fine. Because you'll either be back home full of unconditional love, joy, peace, and laughter, or you will have gotten through the moment and continue on your adventure here on the planet. So you hang in there, and I love you dearly. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.